Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday stream. We have the Madden sim going on here in about 17 minutes. 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be running the San Francisco 49ers and Kansas City Chiefs, the Super Bowl rematch, if you will. The Madden simulation where there's no users involved, just computer versus computer, 8-minute quarters. And you actually have only 16 minutes to fill out an entry if you haven't yet. So I made sure to put this out on all of our channels. So no matter where you're watching me right now, whether it's our LinkedIn, our Periscope, our Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, make sure if you have not filled out a free entry, because it definitely locks 100% 15 minutes. So if you have not filled out a free entry, stop everything you're doing, stop watching this very second, and go to that URL right above my head. Go to dfskarma.com/Madden. It's a very quick 2-second fill out. Just put your name, your information there. So if you win, we can reach out to you and contact you and just fill out all of the props. You're going to see props like, over, under, Patrick Mahomes passing yards for this game, Jimmy G rushing yards for all the the rushers, the running backs, receiving stuff. There's some kicking props in there as well. And whoever's the most accurate, so there's 20 props total. Whoever's the most accurate at the end of this simulation, at the end of this game we're going to do, is going to be getting $100 sent to them. Whether they want to do Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, whatever, doesn't matter. You're going to win $100 if you're the most accurate. So it's just a free contest we're doing to keep everyone happy and engaged, keep their spirits up, if you will, with the whole craziness of the lack of sports due to the coronavirus. So what you guys need to do right now is stop what you're doing, head over to dfskarma.com/Madden if you have not filled out an entry yet. If you have filled out an entry, if you're watching us on a platform right now that is not YouTube, this stream is going to stop at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on the dot. So in 15 minutes, the stream is going to stop on all of our channels except for YouTube. So I'm just going in all of them to let you know if you haven't seen the 6 million emails we sent you or the 1,000 tweets we put out about this. Sign up, enter, it's free. Make sure you're eligible to win the $100 because if you don't, that means you just don't like money. If you don't like money, I don't know why you're following this channel in the first place. So yeah, 14 minutes left. Do everything you can to get that entry in. It doesn't take that long to click through all of the the props options, but yeah, just gotta click through it, click submit at the bottom, and then make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. That's 100% necessity to winning the $100 that we're giving out today. So you got to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. So like I said, if you're watching us on our Twitter or Periscope, Facebook, or Twitch right now, make sure that you stop that. Fill out an entry if you haven't yet, and if you have, go ahead and pull up the YouTube app, pull up our channel there. Make sure you're subscribed because you have to be subscribed before the game starts to be eligible, and that's where we're going to be showing the game on the YouTube channel. So I'm just going to keep this stream active for everyone hopping in here a little bit late. Give everyone plenty of time to sign up. Let's see, we definitely have more entries than we did on Thursday. So Thursday we did the same thing. We did a stream on Thursday, and I forgot the name of the guy that won that, so I apologize. But the winner of that one got a free NFL jersey. So now what we're doing is hold on. I'm just responding to all these all these messages right now. All right. So yeah, so you handful of people right now watching on our Twitter or Periscope, head over to dfskarma.com/Madden. You have 13 minutes to fill out your free entry of the prop contest, and we're going to be showing it on the YouTube channel, which if you haven't subscribed yet, you can either type this in your browser, type karmamedia.live, or just go to YouTube, go into the search, and just type in DFS Karma with a space in between. So DFS space Karma. DFS Karma, and subscribe to that channel, and that is where all the action is happening. But yeah, we are just 12 minutes away from getting things started here. The winner is getting $100 cash, as I mentioned, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, whatever you prefer. But you have to be the most accurate. So we are running out of time here before the game starts. So if you're still watching this and you're like, I wonder if I should fill out a free entry to win $100, well, stop what you're doing and do it. Simple as that. Trying to see here. There's a lot of things going on today, actually, in terms of video game simulation. I mean, we have a handful of Madden simulations going on. We have the iRacing stuff going on as well at 1 p.m. Tons of things going on. But yeah, we're about 12 minutes away here. 12 minutes away from giving out $100 with our Madden simulation. So as you see here, here's the setup. We are doing the San Francisco 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to have, we're doing the Super Bowl event type. Just adds more to the spectacle of watching two computer teams versus each other. It is going to be accelerated clock off and 8-minute quarters. And as you can see on the bottom, it's grayed out, but it says clear weather. So we're not going to have any kind of, crazy winds, having kickers miss 35-yard field goals or make, 69-yard field goals, if you will. All right. 11 minutes left to sign up. Just make sure you do if you haven't yet. All right, it looks like there's some more entries coming in here. So, yep, you definitely have to click submit before 12:59. So it's 12:49 right now. So definitely make sure that if you're entering right now, whether on a different device or listen to this at the same time in the background, that you do click submit before 12:59 Eastern Time, or you are not eligible to win the free money that we're giving away with this event. All right, looks like just gonna answer some more questions here real quick. Trying to count how many entries we have for this one. It's definitely more than Thursday, so that's always good. What I was checking here real quick was the our stream chat box was giving me some errors. So if you guys are typing something right now, it looks like I'm only able to see it on our YouTube, which is where we're showing the game anyway. So if you did sign up, just to repeat this again, if you did sign up and enter, actually I'll go to the beginning of that. If you have not signed up and entered, stop watching me. Go to dfskarma.com/Madden, fill that out. You are running out of time. You only have 8 minutes left to go through the 20 props, click which side you like, and click submit. And then if you have signed up and you're watching me on a channel that is not YouTube, go ahead, head over there now. And if you have signed up and you are on the YouTube and you want to have a chance to win, you have to click the subscribe button before the game starts, because we can track that based on, timestamps and everything. If you are not subscribed to the YouTube channel, which is, go search DFS Karma on the YouTube search, just click follow or subscribe on that one. If you're not subscribed by the time the game starts, even if you hit all 20 of the props accurately, that's one of the prerequisites, you will not be eligible to win the $100. So make sure you have the very simple steps of just going to the YouTube, clicking that button, and then tune in for the game that starts here in just a few minutes. Also, if you have any questions about it, I pretty much detailed it. I don't think you have any questions from it. I detailed it pretty well, I think, in the Karma, the page that I created, the dfskarma.com/Madden. But if you do, for some reason, have any other questions following that, well, I have the YouTube chat pulled up now, so make sure you head over there, which is where you should be right now anyway. Some more entries are popping in here. You guys are running out of time, but I appreciate you guys trying to get them in there in the last second. But yeah, if you have any questions about this, or about anything in general, if you have questions about life, if you're just down in the dumps about the lack of sports, you just want someone to talk to about it, that's what I'm here for, guys. Chat away. Pull up the chat on our YouTube page, and we'll go from there. But yeah, so not only does the contest lock at 1 p.m., but we also shut down the Periscope, the Twitter, all of the Facebook streams that are going on right now, and it's going to be on the YouTube only. So make sure you have that pulled up. A few more minutes left. Now, if you are already someone who pays attention to detail and follows the rules accurately, and you're already watching this right now on the YouTube channel, you're already subscribed to the YouTube channel, which you have to be in order to win the prize. You have to be subscribed before the game starts, which is 7 more minutes. Go ahead in the next 7 minutes And if you are one of the 6 billion people that still have a Facebook account, excuse me, I know there's a lot of people that don't use Facebook anymore, but it's still, got zillions and zillions of users on it. I stream Madden and or Warzone, the new Call of Duty mode, on my personal channel Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You just go to, in your browser, type in gamertrevis.live, and they'll take you directly to the page, which is the Facebook gaming page. Oh man, we got a lot of last minute entries here. But yeah, just a few more minutes left. So yeah, dfskarma.com/Madden. Get those entries in ASAP. You're running out of time. But as I was saying, yeah, I stream Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. So if you are bored and you just find yourself waking up at 9 a.m. and you're stuck at home and your work has you working from home, or you're not working from home at all, and you're just home because of everything, you just want to tune in for some quality video game streaming entertainment, GamerTrevis.live. I am here for you guys 5 days a week. 6 if you include these Madden streams. 7 maybe. I don't know. 7 days a week. We'll just call it that. All right. 4 minutes until this locks. 8 minutes. No accelerated clock. Super Bowl event, simulation style, clear weather. I'm going to go ahead and pause it once it gets there, but since we are 4 minutes left, I'll go ahead and get the game going, but then we'll pause it, give you guys just a little bit more time to get those entries in here. I can tell. The entries are just coming in like one after the other now, so I can tell you guys are spamming those. I was gonna say spamming the buttons in your keyboard, but it's really more clicking. All right, so we're not gonna play just yet. We're gonna pause it right here. Jimmy G, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. So actually, while we wait the extra 4 minutes before we move 100% over to our YouTube, let me go ahead and pull up all those props here real quick. All right, you have 3 minutes left to finish filling them out. If you haven't finished yet, click the submit button. I'm just going to go ahead and write these down here so we don't have to go back and forth during the stream itself. So we got Patrick Mahomes. His over-under is 192.5 passing yards. Jimmy G is at 251.5. Damian Williams, D. Will, we have him at 43.5 rushing yards. And 2.5 receptions. Coleman, 58.5 rushing yards and 2.5 receptions. Now you're probably wondering, how in the world did I come up with these random numbers? I actually already ran this game a crap ton of times, took screenshots of all of the end game box scores and then averaged them out, and this is what it came to for these particular players. All right, looks like we got Kelsey. You guys got 2 more minutes left. Click that submit button on these props as I'm reading them out. Then we're closing the contest, running the game, and seeing who we're giving the $100 to. Easy peasy, free and clear. $100 in your pocket. Kittle is 55.5. And how many receptions he's got? He's got 4.5 receptions. Watkins was 58.5. 4.5 receptions. Bourne. Yeah, these simulations I ran, he had like a ton of yards every single time, which is why his over-under prop is at 84.5, which is much higher than any of the other receiving players. Any of the players, actually. Got a few more left here. Joey says we need more pizzazz. Well, Joey, once I get this game going, you'll get all the pizzazz you want. Mister, I never give pizzazz on any of my streams whatsoever. It was shocking that, as you can hear my psycho dogs being psycho in the background, she always waits until there's a stream, and she's like, oh, it sounds like Dad is doing something of somewhat of importance. Let me go ahead and screw it all up. All right, so Hill was 45.5 receiving yards, 3.5 receptions. Debo is 53.5 receiving yards, 3.5 receptions. I think the last two were, yeah. So longest field goal is over under 40.5 yards. Shouldn't be too hard to hit because if you saw the first game on Thursday, that's pretty much all we got was field goals. And then passing touchdowns total for the game is 2.5. All right, so with that being said, it's 12:59. If you have not clicked submit yet, you have literally 10 seconds before I close things up here. Let me see how many total entries we had. Nice. We had a ton more than Thursday. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close up submission. So we have 10 seconds. As soon as I click this button here, we are good to go. Just closing up submissions, and we're starting the game, and then you guys chat away as much as you'd like and see. When did I open this? I think I opened this on Friday. We'll do this. Boom. All right, it's closed. You are now officially entered into the $100 giveaway. So we are now good to go with our second Madden simulation. $100 to the most accurate person. Entries are closed, and we are ready to rock and roll. Let me double check if this chat is working. The chat wasn't working originally. It's only working on YouTube. But let me double check. So right now, if you're watching us on, the last time I'm going to say it, if you're watching us right now on Facebook, LinkedIn, Periscope, Twitch, or Twitter, that stream that you are watching this very second is coming to a close in like 10 seconds. Because we don't stream on anything for this Madden Sim but our YouTube. So head over to YouTube. You can search DFS Karma in YouTube, which there's a space in between that. So DFS, spacebar, Karma. Or just type in your browser, karmamedia.live. So right now we're turning off the Twitch. That is off. Facebook stream is off. And the Periscope's Twitter is now off. I'll see you guys on YouTube. If you're already there, let's go. Time to rock and roll. All right. Here we go. So we are now doing the Kansas City Chiefs and San Francisco 49ers 8-minute quarters Super Bowl simulation. Clear weather. And we're crossing our fingers. We made it 8-minute quarters because the Thursday game was 5-minute quarters, and it was a snore fest. All but one of the props went under. It was extremely, extremely tedious, but then again, it was the Browns, so what do you expect? So if you're wondering, some people are wondering for the first game, how exactly did you come up with the Browns versus, what was the other team? Browns and, I can't remember, what was the other team we had for the Thursday game? Rams, Browns and Rams. So I took an entire season and I simmed the whole thing, and that's the two teams that made the Super Bowl, so we just picked that. And clearly I can't trust Madden to give us two teams that are worth watching in a simulation, so we decided to go with the actual Super Bowl teams, and then go from there. All right, I'm just checking here. Yep, all of the signups are closed. And we're hoping for not a snore fest of offenses here, like we had on Thursday. It was definitely a snore fest. All right. I'm hoping that we can get at least. What was it? The halftime of. Halftime of the Thursday game was like 3-0, and everybody's like, "What is happening?" Wow. Well, when you have your receivers do that to you, you can't really expect much from it. So there's that. These intros are tedious as well. Tedious everything. Tedious intros, tedious offensive performances for these streams. Yep, Jose, the game is on. This one is going to be a whole lot more interesting than than on Thursday when the Browns and our Rams there did not perform whatsoever. But hey, look, we already have a long pass, so we're already ahead of the curve here. All right, so let me just one more thing I got to do real quick. All right, so Kittle already trying to cover his over props here in the first quarter. I'd say first half, probably the first quarter. I got this pinch in my rib. I was sitting in this chair and then I was turning to my laptop over here because right now I'm just facing my my gaming monitor. But I think I pinched a nerve in my rib while I was doing that. McKinnon. Yeah, I don't think we have any props with McKinnon in there. Just had Coleman and yeah, we just had two running backs, Williams and Coleman. You dump it off. You stand there like an idiot. Dump it off as the guy's running back, and he gets tackled for, what is that, -1 yards? It's going to be one of those first quarters, huh? One of those. It's interesting that they're playing McKinnon here because in the 75 million games of this exact matchup that I simulated, we actually didn't get a lot of McKinnon at all. So if he gets a lot of playing time in this simulation anyway, then Coleman prop should probably easily go under. But yeah, I'm tracking all of them though, and at halftime we're going to pause. We're going to go through all the stats to see if anybody already went over, and if not, how far away they are from doing that. Man, these intros. I think I said this on Thursday's stream. I said these intros are awesome. The fact they make it as realistic possible is awesome. But if you're actually someone who's playing this game, you want to get as quickly to each play call, through all the plays to get to the play calling screen as quickly as you can. Because I mean, you appreciate it if you're not playing the game. Like if you're watching this right now, like, oh, this is cool. This looks pretty realistic. When you're playing someone or playing the computer or just playing in general, it's very tedious. Well, the running backs may cover the reception prop, but yardage prop, I don't think it's gonna happen. All right. The last thing I had to check is good to go. So yeah, this game's gonna be a little bit longer because even though it was just the fact that we had the Browns versus the Rams, because that's what Madden gave us, and we simulated the entire season. Because it was a snore fest, we tried to do everything in our power to make sure it wasn't a snore fest. So we went with the actual Super Bowl teams of the actual last season, and then we bumped it up from 5-minute quarters to 8-minute quarters to hopefully get a little bit more scoring output, a little bit more offensive output from these teams. Anthony says, just play all the unders in any sim. I mean, you can, but if I take the average of actual, so if I do this, which is what I did, this exact thing that you're seeing right here on your screen, I did this exact thing, non-streaming, just by myself, a handful of times. I recorded all of the offensive stats, and then I just averaged them out after I was done doing this a zillion times, which is what I spent most of my Friday on. So for the last one, yeah, after you saw the last game on Thursday, you're like, you probably should go under on every single prop because all but one of the props. I think Brandon Cook's receptions is the only thing that went over. But I feel like with the time I put in here to make the props tighter, time I put in on Friday, I feel like we're going to get a handful of props here that are going to go, that could have a high chance of going under, or over, I mean. They still, we're not controlling anything in the game, so they still could. They still could go over. This is first rush. 2nd and 6. Even moving into 8-minute quarters, you probably will still see 0 touchdowns scored in the first quarter. Give him an extra 3 minutes of game time. All right, Kelsey with the first. Oh, I was just saying Kelsey the first down, and then he decided to give the ball up. That doesn't hurt his receiving yards or receptions because the fumble, we're not doing fantasy points or anything like that. But that does give the 49ers a shorter field. Where do they get the ball at their own? They're in like, what, 48 there, I think? Freaking Kelsey. That was a nice hit, though, by 56. All right, looks like Coleman's coming on. Yeah, that was weird. I think McKinnon had like the first rush of the game. So that was pretty interesting. Looks like some people are still entering their props. So just a reminder, it's a little too late for that. We emailed you. We blasted it on every single social media site ever. We emailed you a few times. We posted everywhere on all of our social media accounts, including inside of our Discord. And you guys have plenty of time to fill them out. But yeah, time is up on the filling out portion. So now there are zillions of people that filled out an entry on time and subscribed to our YouTube before the game started and did all of the steps required, which is just those two. Subscribe to our YouTube, fill out your entry on time. You guys are tuning in right now and seeing who covers the props and who goes under. I don't think it's going to be all unders though, because I put a stupid amount of time in Friday to make sure that didn't happen again. All right, short field, 2nd and long. Coleman, nice. I play Madden tons. I think 2 to 3 out of my 5 days I stream on my GamerTrevis.live channel. It's Madden. And so when I watch, you would think the computer would do the most optimistic, the most optimal things in terms of play calling and actually with the ball in their hands. And having Coleman try to do that last left juke, nice. See, that juke right there to the right was a second too late. And then the other juke before that he got tackled, he juked back a yard or two, and lost an extra like 3 or 4 out of his potential yards could have got. But now he's getting the ball fed to him. Right now, what is that? 22 yards and 2 carries. So Coleman's already. He's not there yet, but he's nearing 50% of the way to his rushing prop. So like I said, put a lot of time in Friday for you guys to make sure this wasn't first off, to make sure it wasn't a snore fest, and then B, to make sure these props were tighter so we weren't having one person click all unders and then, win our NFL jersey. Oh, all right, he's getting a lot of handoffs here. Okay, so he's officially at the halfway mark. So a little more than halfway through the first quarter, Coleman's already at the halfway mark for his 58.5 rushing yards. And they're in the red zone, 2nd and 1, probably. Oh, there you go, nice. See, man, computer's so dumb. Is it the computer that's dumb, or is it Jimmy G that's dumb? Because maybe the computer's really good. Maybe they know that Jimmy G's dumb, so they make him dumb in this game. Yeah, he waited too long for that pass. All right, 3rd and 1. Coleman for the first down here. But nope. Oh, no way! Oh, what? That was awesome. That was awesome. Godwin. That was awesome. I almost made Godwin a prop, but I didn't want to do, I didn't want to do 1,000 San Francisco receivers. Dude, Godwin with the ball awareness. That was pretty sick. That only happens when it's the computer or when you're versing someone that happens against you. That will never happen on your team when you're playing. You'll never get that kind of luck. You'll either hit them in the hands, hit them in the face, and just fall to the ground, or to the other person's. Oh, he's wide open. Oh, you missed him. Too late. Jimmy G, what are you doing, you idiot? Is that holding on the offense? Yep. Take him back. Still first and goal from the 14. Yeah, his fullback was open if he caught him right when he broke his route. I'm pretty sure I've been saying Goodwin. Well, he just lost a few yards there on his rushing prop. I think I said Godwin when I was referring to his God hands, and then I said Goodwin every time after that. I'm pretty sure I've been saying Goodwin. I don't think I've been pronouncing his name incorrectly. Now, when I stream on my GamerTruffs.live channel, it's the last 2 weeks I've played the San Francisco 49ers, I think, 80% of the time, and the only other 20% is when my viewers, my followers, they just ask me to play as a different team. Like, oh, hey, play as this team, play as this team. But I don't... The only reason I play... Horrible play calling. The only reason I play as the 49ers, I'm not a 49ers fan. I don't think they're amazing in terms of like the players you get to play with when you're choosing the team. It's just I play with the team till I lose with them, and I haven't lost to the 49ers in like the head-to-head matchmaking on Madden in like 2 weeks or so. So I mean, once I lose with them, I'll go to another team and play with them until I lose. And it's just kind of a circulation through I was saying through all 32 teams, but definitely not all of them. I don't play as all. Oh. I thought that was TD number 1. That was TD number 1. So we're going to get a field goal here, and it's definitely going to be under 40.5 yards. Bashad Breeland. But when you pass it to someone who's not even on our prop list, that is what happens. It'd be sick if they pulled out a fake field goal on 4th and goal from the 15. Of course the controller wants to give me that nonsense as the ball's in the air. All right, so we do have points on the board. No touchdowns yet. I think it took us to the 3rd quarter in Thursday's game before we got a touchdown. All right, hopefully freaking Kelsey doesn't want to fumble the ball here again, even though it was a pretty hard hit. When I play as the 49ers in my streams, I try to do as much like nickel and dime defense as possible. If you do any 4-3 or 3-4 combo of any kind, for some reason the linebackers on the 49ers are horrible in coverage. Horrible. And I rarely blitz with the linebackers just because I'm more of a cover, I would say not zone cover, just cover person in general, where I like intercepting as many passes as possible. And I know putting pressure on someone helps out with that, but I like as many people in coverage as possible to give me a... All right, here's a deep one. Oh! Nice. Hill with a deep pass. Hill just... how many... let me see what his yards... How many... He's at 45.5 over under, and I'm pretty sure he just hit that on that play. I'm pretty sure that one catch just put him over on the receiving yards. That was a nasty grab. Usually it says how many yards that was, but I'm waiting for it to pop up here. It's not going to show us, but I'm pretty sure he single-handedly. I'm going to check real quick. So end of the first quarter. I'm going to check how long that pass was real quick. Yeah. With that one catch, that 158-yard catch, Hill went over on receiving yards. So if you had over Hill, that one catch just put you over. All right, back to the game. Nah, so of all the games I ran, he had like one or two games in the simulations I ran where he had like one catch that was deep. So it wasn't shocking, but he had a lot of games where he had, one or two or three catches for 30-ish yards. But, if the games were the same every single time you ran them, then it would be really boring and we wouldn't do a simulation. But you better believe, after this game is over with, I'm going to be running partners at DraftKings have an 8 p.m. contest. It's a free roll, 8 p.m. I believe it's San Francisco and Seattle. I think they're doing like divisional matchups. But you better believe I'm going to be running that game my own, because if it's 8 p.m., we have plenty of time after this game's over with. I'm going to be running that game with the exact same settings, and then I'll be dropping the player stats in our DFS Karma Discord channel, Discord server. Give you the upper hand there. Kind of see who's passing to who and what's going on. Kind of give you a little bit of idea, because if you don't play Madden and you're just like, well, this team usually passes heavy or whatever. It's all different with video games and how Madden's set up. So that was a read option. I feel like having 3 of the defenders going straight to the running back means he shouldn't have handed that off. All right. I don't think that. Let me check if the chat's working yet. I'm like, Anthony, you are the worst person at listening to anyone. Listen. I'll tell you this for the millionth time. I said this to you in 6,000 text messages and all of the emails I sent you. I did the exact same thing that you're watching right here. I did it a handful of times. At least 5 times. The exact same thing you're watching. I averaged those out, and Tyreek Hill came to 45.5 receiving yards. I will email you the box scores from all of the other ones that I spent the entire Friday going over. It is not related to actual NFL, so that is why the props are different. It's 8-minute quarters. It's not all the same. On top of that, teams don't play exactly how they do in real life in this game. So that's why they are different. And I just got done saying, for the millionth time, that Tyreek Hill had like 3 games of 1 catch. And one of them was a deep one, similar to that one, but the other 2 were not. And then he had another game of like 2 catches for like 19 yards. It's Madden. It's not the same. If you don't play Madden, that's why I try to tell you that this is how it works. You sim the games, you get the averages. You can't just take real life averages, because that would never happen in this game. I did not see how long that field goal was, though. So everybody watching this right now on our YouTube channel, if you kind of know roughly if that field goal was over 40.5 yards, actually, screw it, let's find out on our own. Because I want to see if that field goal is over. 1 second. Yep, that was a 42-yarder, so the over 40 yards is good to go. So that one hit too. So the over 40.5 yards field goal, and the over on Hill is good to go. So we have 2 overs as we got 6.5 minutes left here of the second quarter. So normally, I think when you do like over-unders, when you go to normal sports books for normal NFL games, I'm pretty sure the average is what, like 43 or 45 yards, roughly. So the 40.5 was relatively low, but there were, I think two of the games were like, one team had one field goal for 25 yards, and then another game where both teams had one field goal for, I think, 35 and 32 yards. So of course, when that averages out, that's what we got, 40.5. Joey, Joey, did you go under on the field goal? Is that why you're freaking out in chat here? Jose, you're saying that the $100 is going to be yours. What did you have both of those props that hit? Did you have the field goal over and the hill over so far? Because I'm telling you, these 8-minute quarters, you're gonna get a lot more overs than we had on Thursday. Joey, when you watched, you were here the entire stream that we did on Thursday. When you watched the stream on Thursday and you saw that, okay, two teams versus each other that don't have user control are kicking a lot of field goals, what part of you thought to yourself, you know what, I think there's not going to be a field goal longer than 40 yards? I mean, if I was a betting man and I was betting on this, or Sportsbook carried the DFS Karma Madden sim, which they might very soon, I would have definitely bet the over on the 40.5. Jose, what are the other overs that you have that you're looking to hit here? I want to say, so with that deep pass that he had a decent pass to who am I thinking of? Patrick Mahomes had a decent pass to Kelsey, and also that deep bomb to Hill. So I feel like if you have Patrick Mahomes over 192.5, that's looking pretty good so far in the first half as well. We'll see what happens here with the... It was the Browns, they suck. Yes, it was the Browns kicking a lot of field goals, but it also was you being able to see... If you're not a Madden player, you don't watch Madden streamers, then yeah, that's kind of showing you this is how it works when two computer people verse each other. So you should have known from that to go with the over on the 40.5. You get them Mahomes over too? Yeah, that's probably going to hit. Yeah, there's so many sports going on today. It's crazy. We went from like Sunday of having nothing whatsoever to, all of these things happening. We got multiple Madden sims happening. We're running this one at DraftKings as a 4 p.m. and an 8 p.m. There's the iRacing going on right now. There's League of Legends, Fantasy that we're running as well on our... if you want to tune in. So if you're playing League of Legends, DFS, or props, if you're playing League of Legends on DraftKings, or you're doing the Monkey Knife Fight.online props, or the Prize Picks.online props that they're doing for these contests, and you want to actually watch the game, make sure you follow or subscribe to DFS Karma. No, sorry, it's twitch.tv/DFS Karma. So twitch.tv/DFS Karma. Follow that channel. Every single time there's a League of Legends match that is of high enough quality to be on DraftKings, like the LPL, the LCKs, and the LCS, then it's going to be on our Twitch channel. So make sure you follow that. I think Sam, one of the guys we have on team, I definitely thought he was going to drop that ball. Yeah, he was walloped there. One of the guys we have, Sam, he's been playing, he's been learning League of Legends from all the stuff we've been doing the past couple weeks, giving out free cores that take down all these GPPs in our Discord, which are not in the Discord yet. Getting all those free plays, definitely do that. But like yesterday, he was like, who's doing what? Like, how is this game going? And I told him just now, pull up our DFS Karma Twitch. He goes, but I don't know what to look for. So if you are playing those as well, the two things you want to look for is first the kills, on both of the sides for the team. So in the top middle of their display bar, you're going to see nice punt, nicely done. Oh man, I was hoping he would roll into the end zone without fully recovering it and make a touchback. But yes, pay attention to the team kills for League of Legends, and also how much gold each team has, which is the numbers to the side of those. You see like a little gold coin next to it. Because the more gold someone has as a team, the more better their stats get, better things they can buy to help their stats out. So the stronger they become as a player. So you keep buying more things with more gold you get. So whoever has more gold has more opportunity to buy more things. So you're watching those on our Twitch channel, which I believe I believe there's an LCS match today at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So this stream here will definitely be over with by then. So you can tune in at 3 p.m. to twitch.tv/DFSKarma, watch the LCS matches. And yeah, like if you have, that was a sick escape there, Coleman. Coleman is now 18.5 yards away from hitting his over. That was a pretty sick escape, though. I like that. Jose, you have all 49ers under. Well, Coleman's definitely going over the rushing yards. You've hit 2 overs so far and have over Mahomes, over on receptions for both running backs, Nick. Jose says he says, I love Sam, I love Joey. I'm not sure who I love more. Jose, I guess that leaves me out of there, huh? I appreciate that. Cool. Thanks, buddy. But yeah, like we're doing our best to keep everyone's spirits high and to give everyone as much possible with what is available to us. So, you know, when NBA was postponed, and like, oh crap, well, at least we have baseball. Then baseball was postponed, and you know, NASCAR we have the #1 most accurate DFS analyst, NASCAR, and that was kind of temporarily postponed as well. So all of these things, we're trying to take everything that's still available to us and still give you guys the opportunity to not only enjoy yourselves and give you some sort of entertainment, but also the opportunity to profit from it, especially for those people who are having a tough time bringing money in based on their jobs with all this coronavirus nonsense. So hopefully you guys have been in our free Discord esports channel. You've been playing our League of Legends cores that our League of Legends experts that have been dropping, because we've been taking down GBPs left and right. So a lot of people have been able to, if they were in financial chaos due to the coronavirus, they've been able to kind of work that with our cores as much as they can. Jose Solomon, sad. I love you too, Jose. It's too late for that. If you don't include me in the first line of you loving Sam and Joey, then it's everyone else is they're just hot garbage to you, man. They're just hot garbage. Nice. Pettis, deep catch. Jimmy G's got a lot higher yardage, though. He's got 251.5 that he has to hit. The only way I think that's going to happen is if Kansas City has a lead late and San Francisco is forced to just pass nonstop. Any Prize Picks promos coming soon again. I think I can speak for others that we enjoy these. Well, Prize Picks, because they have iRacing, they already had a commitment to creating iRacing contests. Prize Picks didn't create any props for this particular one. They wanted to focus on iRacing, just because it's a new thing. They want to make sure they nail and they don't screw anything up, and I don't know. But they're just focusing on that for today. So once we do another one of these, which we're going to be working with Prize Picks, Monkey Knife Fights, Dot Online has already talked to us that they're working on something. I don't know if it's public knowledge, so I can't say it. So they're working on a different video game with a pro team partnership. I'll leave it at that. But next week, if we're still doing these Madden sims, they're going to be on board creating prop contests on Monkey Knife Fight Down Online for that. And as you see, DraftKings are already doing their Madden sims as well. Our partners at DraftKings have a 4 p.m. and an 8 p.m. today. I think they're not doing any kind of commentary, though. They're just literally putting the game up. No, they do have commentary. They don't have any faces, though, is what I meant to say. And I just found out that one of the guys they have is a guy that went to UCF, another UCF alumni. So I thought it was pretty interesting. I was talking to him on Twitter today. Like, man, we gotta get each other on a Madden sim stream. All right, let's see what happens here. Both 3 timeouts. Dumb play. Well, he saved himself a timeout, though. George Kittle with the second catch. George still needs 3 to hit the over for receptions and needs a ton more yards to hit his over for receiving yards. And I just ran out of my lemon lime Gatorade. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, what Anthony just said. If you're not in our Discord yet, first off, we've been posting everywhere. We've been emailing you as well, with a free invite link. Coleman just hit his over. I think right there. That was a 20-yard scamper. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Coleman just hit over. No, oh, he's at 57. He's 2 yards away from hitting his over. Because he had those two rushes he had where he lost a yard each. Forgot. He's 2 yards away. But yeah, Nick, get in the free Discord channel we have, or Discord server, and then then you'll be able to see like we were giving out free League of Legends cores that have been taking down GBPs, free League of Legends Prize Picks plays, Monkey Knife Fight plays, Counter Strike, Global Offensive. We've been doing CS:GO now that's becoming more of an esports DraftKings thing, and also I think Prize Picks is doing that as well. They added horse. We already had one of the best horse racing handicappers in the country, I feel like, in Ricky. So when they had added horse racing to FanDuel, I don't think DraftKings did. I think it was just FanDuel. That we already had a guy to do that for us. So yeah, no matter what sport is available. I mean, we had Manav yesterday post a article on BetKarma.com of table tennis, because he's our tennis guy. So he has that kind of, I guess his skill set relays over to table tennis, I guess. So he wrote an article for that, telling what he's betting on table tennis wise, and I think he's won like 5 bets in a row on that since he started picking that up. But yeah, no matter what is available to us, we're doing everything we can with what is available. So make sure that you are in our Discord, getting all our free content for as long as it's free. I mean, if you played any of our like core plays, I think we're on a pretty good streak. Coleman, so we don't have Coleman receiving yards because he's at -3, so that's good. But we do have Coleman receptions, and that was 2. So he only needs 1 more reception to hit the over for the Coleman receiving prop there. All right, here we go. Crunch time. Oh! I thought he was going to go right out of bounds when he caught that, but he kept in bounds. Yeah, so he's only at 107 in the first half, so he would need a huge 150-ish yard second half performance for the Jimmy G over yards to hit. But yeah, halftime we're going to check real quick, just verify things. Whew, excuse me. But I am 100% ready for NBA, MLB. So my wife's from the Ohio area. I'm not, but I'm an Indians fan. Nice. There's our first touchdown catch right there. First touchdown. So the passing touchdowns is at 1 now. We need 2 more for that to hit over. Got old Pettis. I just saw my wife's my wife, who's home right now because of coronavirus work situation. She's like, hey, today would have been the Indians home opener. And I was like, it was a very sad thing to say. What? What? What the heck was freaking Mahomes doing? He was leaning over looking. It was like he was looking under the bench for gum. What the heck was that? I want to like clip that. Mahomes is looking under the bench for gum. Well, I guess that means he's gonna score a game-tying touchdown here at the 44 seconds we have left. All right. So yeah, Jimmy G needs he still needs a pretty big second half to hit the over for his passing yards. Patrick Mahomes is a lot closer, just because his average of our sims was like 60 yards less. I don't think Bourne has a target yet. And all the games that we ran, he was targeted pretty heavily. Maybe it was just a second half thing. I don't know. We'll see. Any second half props? We're not gonna be running any contests, but I mean, we can do the over unders here in the chat. That was so weird, dude. Mahomes is so dumb. I swear there was no other reason for him to look under the bench like that. All right, so we're on the 29th, 40 seconds left, and Kansas City has 3 timeouts. I don't think the computer kneels the ball here when they're down. I feel like the computer is going to try with 3 timeouts to go for it, but then you never know. We might see like just 2 kneel downs and go into halftime. Joey is the second half prop king. That is correct. All right. So if you guys don't play a lot of Madden, you know there's like the glowing orange X under Mahomes' feet. So there's a new... Ooh. He held on to that. Oh, of course. So yeah, even though you're not playing, you still have to have like an active controller. So like every like 10 minutes, I have to push a button on my controller to get that going. And they call the timeout. So on the 46 now. They might try. They probably would go for a field goal here if they can get another deep one. But no, that the Orange X. Some of the star athletes have these special capabilities of once you do a certain thing with them, then their like skills increase or something like that. So Mahomes is 99 yards away from hitting his over. Second half props, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, Joey, what are you calling out for second half props here? So everybody in chat can play along. What do you do? Over, under. You want to redo your field goal props since you screwed that up? Who goes under on 40.5 field goal yards? Why would you dump it off like that, man? All right, he's on the 50. You got one timeout left. They got Butker, so they need to get to the what? Being a computer, I think they have to get to the 35 as a computer team to go for the field goal. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. All right, let's see what we got here. They got one play left. If they don't get to the 35-yard, then they're not kicking a field goal unless their next pass is out of bounds. Yeah. There's the 35. Called it. 34. Called it. So now they're going to let the clock wind down to 3 seconds. They're going to call a timeout. Boom. Genius. Called it. You need those dump offs? Well, I'm pretty sure that doesn't that put D-Will over 2.5? We'll check here at the halftime. We'll see who went over. That might have put D-Will over 2.5 receptions. Was 1 yard off of my call. I said they're going to get to the 35 and kick a field goal. Oh, they miss? He missed it. Butker. Come on, man. That's only like a what? It's like a 52-yarder? The distance was good. I think he went one left, though. Freaking Butker. Yeah, so on Thursday I had the chat displayed to my my left here. And sorry, I was the cam is mirrored on my screen, so I was like, which way do I point? Yeah, to my left here we had the chat pulled up where you guys can see your messages pop up there, but for some reason our chat synchronicity was working. We still can see you in the YouTube chat though. Ooh. Interception by Breland. Well, 35-yard line. They're just going to nail the ball. I don't think they're going to do anything here with no timeouts. Hey, Joey, your second half prop is, you get to set it over under interceptions. Well, let's set it at let's go 0.5. 0.5. Are we gonna so over under 0.5 interceptions second half? YouTube chat only. Over under 0.5 interceptions. In other words, it's a yes or no. Is there going to be an interception in the second half? They are going to go for it. We got a Hail Mary coming here. All right. Let's see if we get a Hail Mary. Oh, that would have added to Mahomes' yards, but it did not. All right. So what we're going to do here is check props real quick and see who already went over. All right, let me just write these down real quick. So Patrick Mahomes was at 113. Jimmy G's at 111. Coleman is at 57. He's got 2 yards left. Williams is pretty far behind. He only has 10 rushing yards because he sucks. That's why the Dolphins let him go. D. Williams has 4 catches, so he's definitely over. So D. Williams' receptions is over. Coleman has 2, so he needs 1 more. Let's see, Kittle has 2 catches. He needs 3 more. Kittle has 32 yards, almost halfway there. Yeah, Kelsey's only got 1 catch for 9 yards, and he fumbled the ball, so I'm pretty sure his team's not going to pass it to him anymore. And then Hill went over on the yards, and he only has 1 catch. Sammy Watkins has a target, two drops. And then Who else are we looking for? And then Bourne has like no targets. All right. So the Bourne props unders are looking pretty good. Mahomes over 150 yards for the second half. Well, they're down, so I don't think that's crazy. And they're getting the ball first as well. I don't hate that prop. Under. So what are we thinking, everybody watching this? What are we thinking? Over or under 150 passing yards from Mahomes? That's what Jimmy G under 80 passing yards second half. So Joey just set two lines. Mahomes over under 150 yards. And Jimmy G over under 80 passing yards. So you just let us know in the chat which direction of that you're gonna go in. That's weird that Bourne had like no targets at all. And he averaged 5 catches and 85 yards in all of the games that we ran. He's still got that X factor going on, which increases his capabilities. But yeah, let's hand it off to the guy that has 10 rushing yards in the first half. So the only props right now that are over, we have the 40.5 field goals yardage, that's over. The Hill 45.5 receiving yards is over. And the D-Will 2.5 receptions is over. Everything else is still under. So we have 3 overs. Got plenty of time left. Second half just started. I see them trying to get D-Will his 43.5 rushing yards. Like they're just trying to hit that prop. But it seems like the offensive line run block in this game is not the best. The inaccuracy. The horror. The horror. Dude. I can't tell if that was more Mahomes or the receiver. I feel like it was Mahomes. That was pretty disgusting. Well, I don't think your 150... I don't think your 150 yards Joey's going to hit here. Oh, nope. I thought I was going to be down on the 1. Nope. All right, so 49ers up by a touchdown. You said under on Jimmy G 80 passing yards. Yeah. Well, we only need 2 more for Coleman to hit. Yeah, Bourne's on the field. He's not injured. He's just not getting any looks here. You didn't want them to score? Well, I know you don't want them to score, but you still want them to get the yards, though. All right, Coleman, you need 2 more yards. Except it's not Coleman. Nope, I don't think it's Coleman either. This game heard me say Coleman needs 2 yards to hit the over, and they're like, no, not going to happen. Not going to happen. But yeah, if you guys are tuning in, make sure that you have this YouTube channel subscribed to, which you, of course, need to be logged into your Google account or your YouTube account, because Google owns YouTube if you didn't know that. And make sure that you click subscribe because you cannot win any of the prizes we're giving away. Oh, come on. Could have easily held on to that, Kittle. Easily. Your catch in traffic, your CIT in this game is relatively high. I think Kelsey's is higher, but yours is pretty high. That's definitely one of the stats I look at when picking who I'm going to be playing with in terms of passing to tight ends. I used to. My skills have changed a little bit. Where I used to pass tremendously high rates to tight ends, and so the catch and traffic, the CIT rating, was always relatively high. I was looking for what? 3rd and 3. All right. Okie dokie. See if he picks it up here. Oh, there's a holding penalty, so it doesn't matter. So let's throw out of bounds. Holding penalty. Throw it out of bounds. Defense? Nope, that's on the offense. 4th down and 3. Well, Jimmy G under 80 passing yards is looking pretty good now, Joey. Especially if it gets towards the end game where they have to run the ball out. That's crazy that Coleman needs 2 yards to hit the prop and he didn't get any handoffs whatsoever. Oh man, 20 looks like he's blitzing, like an idiot. Runs into his own guy. Another touchback punt. All right, here come the Chiefs. We're gonna get a deep pass to. We're gonna get a 59-yard bomb to Watkins to automatically hit his over for his yardage. 59-yard bomb to Watkins. Let's make it happen. Except for Watkins is stupid slow in this game. It has 0 separation. But there's always hope. There's always hope. That was a horrible play action. Ooh, Tyreek the Freak with another grab. Was that 2 for him now? So he needs 2 more catches to hit his over for receptions. There's people that I watch stream Madden when I'm not streaming, and there's people that I verse against that use the Chiefs, and it's literally only deep bombs to Hill. And you would think, well, that's stupid. Wouldn't you be able to cover that? No, it's like Randy Moss back in like 2009 for the Patriots, where you know he's passing it to the guy, and you still can't stop it from happening, just because Tyreek's separation and route running is so stupid high in this game. You can give D-Will the ball like 33 times. He still won't eclipse 43.5 rushing yards. Still won't happen. Shotgun. Dump off to D-Will. Nope. Tyreek the Freak. Good block. Downfield by D-Will. So that is... Tyreek needs 1 more for his over receptions prop to hit. He's got 3 catches for 110. Whew. Definitely hit the over on that. Well, that definitely helped out his yardage there. Was that a 20-yard scamper? He's at 34 yards now. He needs 10 more yards to hit his over, which I think he will. Granted, there's still tons of time left here on the clock. But as soon as I say he needs a few more yards left, you know the coaches are going to hear me and be like, you know what? Whatever he wants to happen, let's have the opposite happen. There's a 360 view. It was unnecessary, Madden. It was unnecessary. Oh! Kelsey almost didn't catch that. That was not even a chance. That was just really good double coverage there. That was a fake pump to the bubble screen. Yeah, I was looking at that formation. I go, this looks like a run formation, which is weird from second goal from that far out. I'm so glad I have a mute button on my mic. Never know when you're going to sneeze twice in a row. Oh, Kelsey is open, man. He was open. What do you get? Oh my gosh. There's another touchdown. We're at 2. We need one more passing touchdown. Hit the over for that. That was Watkins, yeah? Yep. Sammy Watkins with his first. Pretty sure it was his first catch for a TD. All right. It's getting serious now, boys and girls. It's getting serious. We got a 10-10 game. If you join us on Thursday, you're like, what are these things where they catch the ball in the end zone? These are called touchdowns. I know we didn't really see these on on Thursday's game where we gave out the NFL jersey, but we're seeing them now. Mahomes just makes it look easy in the pocket. So I don't know if that's... He just takes too long. You can say it makes it look easy in the pocket, but he just took way too long. At that point, there's no way in the world in any situation to ever hold that ball that long. If I don't see anything, you either throw it away or you just run for like a few yards and just slide. Just do the QB slide. Funny Madden story is they changed the QB slide like a couple of years ago on what buttons you have to push to slide the QB. And it took me forever until like this Madden to figure it out and then use it correctly. So every single time I ran with the quarterback, doesn't matter who it was, I would always do the like the running dive, like the head first dive. And if you're touched in midair or before your knee touches the ground after you dive, it's 100% fumble ratio. If you dive for the quarterback and you're touched before you hit the ground. And so I lost many a fumbles until I mastered that slide technique. All right, so we got 49ers getting it back, tie game, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be running the ball at least once to Coleman to get his 2 yards to go over on the prop. Bourne has... I don't think Bourne has any catches yet. Does Deebo Samuel even have catches? He's been passing it to like... Yeah, he's been passing to like Pettis and... He hasn't been passing it to Deebo or Bourne. Even though we've been seeing him on the field, they're not getting any looks. All right, let's see what the 49ers do here with this possession. Oh, it wasn't Coleman anyway. Nice. It's weird how he's like not looking at Deebo or Bourne at all. If we had any over props for Pettis, they both would have hit, but we didn't because in the tons of games we ran, he did not look at Pettis this often at all. All right, Coleman's in here. I don't like, usually. I mean, sometimes when receivers like commit penalties or fumble the ball or whatever, the Madden sometimes has them not play as much. Very rarely that happens, where the game actually controls. All right, well, there's over for Coleman, as long as he doesn't lose any rushing yards. 59 hits the 58.5 over. But yeah, like not seeing any Bourne is like we see it in the cutscenes when they view in like this right here where you view kind of like the huddle up. We see Bourne all over the place. Dude, he is loving Pettis today. He's loving some Pettis. All right, Jimmy G's at 159. I think Joey's over under of 80 is definitely gonna get hit. So I think Joey owes me what? What do we bet on that, Joey? $1,000? That's $1,000 you owe me there. But Jimmy G still has a while to go before he hits a 251.5, though. He's still got a while to go. 60 seconds left of the third quarter. 10-10 game. First and goal from the 30. Or not first and goal, first and 10. Nice. You would have got an extra 5 yards if you didn't try to go outside there, Matt. Follow your blocks. Follow your blocks, man. There are people still submitting over. They're still submitting their props. I feel like it's a little cheating at this point for submitting your props at the end of the third quarter when you kind of know what's going on, which is why it locked at 1 p.m. Eastern time. All right, I think that puts Coleman over. That's 3 catches for Coleman, right? Yep. Even though it's only 2 yards, we didn't do any yards props. Coleman is over 3 catches. So we have D. Will over on receptions, Coleman over rushing yards, Coleman over receptions, Hill over reception. No, Hill's at 3 receptions, I think. Yeah, Hill over receiving yards, and then the field goal over 40.5 rushing yards, or 40.5 yards of field goal distance. You know what I meant to say. All right, we're getting ready here for the final fourth quarter of our Chiefs 49ers Super Bowl rematch of our Madden's props contest. If you are watching this and you're like, wait a second, how do I get signed up to win $100 or whatever the prize is on this, on your next one you're gonna be having? Well, the URL, the website has been above my head the entire time. Go to dfskarma.com/Madden. Check in a few more days to see when the next one is. See what the 2 teams are, see what the props are, and see what time the game is going to happen. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is DFS Karma. You can search for that in YouTube, or just go to your web browser on Chrome, Safari, Firefox, whatever you use, Microsoft Edge, and type in karmamedia.live. Karmamedia.live is the URL that sends you directly to there, and then subscribe to that, and that's where you can be watching the games like this right here. Ooh! He's getting a lot of yards. Coleman's getting a lot of yards here. He already did his prop, but yeah, he's already at 74 yards, 5.2 average. As I mentioned, I play San Francisco a lot when I'm doing when I'm streaming on my GamerTrevis.live channel, and I have so many, like, Coleman's speed in this game is not that good. Like, he's not a stupid fast running back. He's mainly known for being on the Falcons and doing the reception side of things, while Devontae Freeman, did the heavy lifting. But I've had so many long runs at Coleman, and it's crazy how he doesn't even have, like, peak speed. Oh, you got another catch for Kittle there, it looks like. Doesn't really help out his yardage at all, but Kittle's at 3 catches. So Kittle needs 2 more catches to hit his prop. So if he catches this here in the end zone, he'll be one catch away from hitting the receptions prop. Second goal from the 2. Of course it's a run. Well, you dummies, now you lost a yard, Matt. Way to go, you dummy. All right, I wonder what this formation is going to be on third and goal from the 4. Dagnabbit. Pettis is in. Looks like Bourne's in. What's Bourne? Far left? No, what? Dude, did you not just see they break the huddle with Bourne 84 and then they decided not to actually have him on the field? Oh! The MVP of this game. Good old MVP. We should have done an MVP bet. That's what we should have done, Joey. We should have done an MVP bet. Oh, that's not sorry, that's not Pettis. That's Taylor. But in either way, we should have had an MVP bet. All right, so the over passing props just hit. So now we have passing touchdowns went over, field goal yardage over, Hill receiving yards over, Coleman receptions over, Coleman rushing yards over, and D. Will receptions over. But Joey owes me $1,000 for the horrible call on the Jimmy G yardage. And Patrick Mahomes is still has 150 yards that he called for the second half prop. With them being down now. Nick, are you already in our Discord or no? I know Jose is. And if you are, I don't know, what's your Discord name I would better recognize you by? You call BS? Well, Joey, you owe me $1,000, my friend. You lost this bet. Jimmy G never passes in real life? That is true. That is true. And also, so yeah, like when you're that's I hate San Francisco in fantasy because Jimmy G is like a game manager, so he doesn't pass as much as you want him to. And then when they run the ball, they have 75 different running backs. So yeah, San Francisco in fantasy is not a fun team to play. I even try to fade freaking Kittle as much as possible because he's always overpriced based on the game management slow passing of Jimmy G. In my opinion, anyway. Nick, what's your Discord username? I don't recognize your first and last YouTube name here. Just want to know who I'm talking to, Nick. Is that too much to ask, buddy? Oh, full blitz. Oh, screen. And it didn't work out, you dummies. You bunch of dummies. Dude, doesn't... Debo has what, like... Debo has 5 catches for 13 yards. 2.1? Not... Less than 2.1 average. A 2 yards per reception average. Good old Mahomes. Dillard boy. Okay, yeah. I recognize that now. Oh, we almost had ourselves a pick six. Oh my gosh. That was close. Luckily, San Francisco sucks. They can't hold on to the ball on defense. Even though when I play with Joey Bosa, when I'm doing my Madden streams on my channel, I like for me, the easiest way to get interceptions is to confuse the confuse the guy at quarterback who's playing on the other team as much as possible. So what I do to confuse him is I take the defensive end on the left side and I pull him up into coverage because 99 times out of 100, or even sometimes 100 times out of 100, defensive ends will go in coverage, especially if they're linebacker defensive end hybrids, kind of like a Jadeveon Clowney, maybe, but more often than not they don't. So if they see if they're looking at the linebacker because they have a guy on a short route and they're trying to keep an eye on this guy, well, I pull my guy back. So if he's looking at the linebacker and he's seeing that, oh, the linebacker's not moving this direction, he'll quickly pass to the other guy, not knowing that I'm already going to pull up my defensive end and go for the interception. And of course, defensive ends, they have horrible hands, but still, getting interceptions with Joey Bosa, pulling him back in coverage is like the funniest thing ever. It's more trolling people. Oh man, Jimmy G's actually not too far away. He still needs 80 to 85 yards roughly to hit his prop, which I don't think he will because they're already up. So I think Joey's going to get both of his props wrong here. Joey, you owe me $1,000 for getting Jimmy G wrong and Patrick Mahomes wrong. It is a $2,000 charged from your Venmo to mine, my friend. Ship it. No. I was just going to say that that San Francisco play calling is trolling Joey. Because San Francisco doesn't pass. The first pass, or the first play they get after they go up 7 points, they do a play action pass. And I was like, they're just doing this to troll Joey at this point. Who's going to be right? Are you saying that... You're saying that you still think that Mahomes is getting over 150 yards in the second half? You think it's still going to happen? It's still possible. Hey, nobody looked under their seat for gum this time. Nobody pulled a Mahomes. So that happened. I hate how far players come back on comebacks. Like, he literally gave up 4 yards. So that's 4 catches for 40 yards. All right, so Kittle needs about 16 yards and one more reception. 16 yards, one more reception for Kittles to go over. sack does not equal negative passing yards in terms of team passing yards, yeah, but we're not doing team passing yards. We're doing player passing yards, and it does not take that down in the box score here. Total yards, that definitely affects it, yes. But if a quarterback has 300 passing yards and they're on the 1 yard line and they run backwards for a 99-yard sack, it doesn't take 99 yards off their passing yards. Duh, Joey. Duh. Oh, sick. Sick. We're going to have a 99-yard bomb to Hill here. 99-yard bomb to Hill, which, of course, you know, the computer's stupid, so they're not going to try for that. They're going to try to run themselves out of the end zone. So we're going to get a lot of D-Will runs for nothing. But it is fourth quarter, and they're down by a touchdown, so we don't know. We'll see what happens. We need 28 yards, I think, for the Patrick Mahomes to go over. Yeah, they're definitely going to run the ball. Try to get breathing room. You like how I just inhaled deeply as I said that? No way. What a dumb call, man. Take the slowest guy in the backfield, hand him the ball, and then have him run outside when there's no lead blocker. Well, and San Francisco gets the ball back. What was that? What was that about your Chiefs? About your Patrick Mahomes going over there, Joey? What was that you owe me $1,000 again? You are minus $2,000 in your second half props. That was a pretty deep safety punt. All right. 3.5 minutes left. Jimmy G still needs... Yeah, I don't think there's... Yeah, Jimmy G's definitely not hitting his props. 100% not hitting his props. There's no way he passes. Even if he passes right now for a touchdown, like a deep touchdown pass, he won't hit his prop. And the fact they're already up by 2 scores... Yeah, so Jimmy G's passing yards is like almost a lock to be under. Patrick Mahomes can still go over because they're probably going to get the ball back. And them already being down 2 scores, if not 3. Still passing it. Still trolling Joey. All right, that puts Kittle... Oh, man, that puts him... His over-under was 55.5 receiving yards. He's at 56, so that goes over by a yard, or that goes over like 0.5. And then his over-under receptions was 4.5, and he puts him at 5. So that pass there, just from the smallest possible margin, just put Kittle's both of his props over. You said this isn't the Andy Reid I know. He looks too shiny. I feel like you replaced him. Yeah, it's fake Andy Reid. It's the Kansas City Chiefs fan, the big old guy that pretends to be Andy Reid and looks exactly like him. So a little bit more shinier. So everybody that's tuning in right now, do you guys want to... So I told you that DraftKings has a $250 to first contest that starts at 8 p.m., which is just under 6 hours from now. I mean, do you guys want me to simulate that game? I mean, I don't have to stream it. I can just simulate it and just post the stats in our Discord channel. But are you guys interested in seeing what the result of that is, so you can see the target percentages and stuff like that from Madden? Skinny. Shiny. I don't... Joey, I 100% read shiny. The font is very... So my phone's very far away where I have the chat pulled up, and that K definitely looked like an H. I definitely read shiny. And I was like, okay, yeah, Andy Reid looks too shiny. I thought you meant because like a video game, that it's like a video game, resolution, but skinny. I got you. The roster should be the most recent downloadable one. So what DraftKings did is DraftKings watched our Thursday one that we did to kind of get a better idea of how they want to do their own streams. So they're doing 6-minute quarters, clear weather, everything, and it's just the most up-to-date play now team. So it's gonna be the same thing as I'm doing right now, just doing 6-minute quarters. So all I would have to do is just do the exact same things that they're doing. I think it's Seahawks 49ers too. Pretty sure it is. But yeah, I can run those and then tell you guys in Discord what the stats are so we can better our lineups to get that $250 first place victory. Because I don't see any way they can not have the most up-to-date rosters. Because it's really hard to not, because they're more automatic. Like as soon as you start Madden up, it's like, hey, we have updated rosters. Here they are, and they say we're uploading the rosters now. So it's really hard to find a way to play without them, if that makes sense. All right, so they're going to run this ball. They're not going to get 12 yards. Kansas City's going to call timeout. They don't have any, so the ball's going to run out. So they're going to be... You're going to get the punt. They're going to give it about 60 seconds left on the clock. So the only people close to hitting over... I mean, you would need a deep bomb. You would need a deep bomb to Kelsey or Watkins for Mahomes and one of whoever the player is to go over. The 8 p.m. game for the DraftKings it's FanDuel, or it's... I'm pretty sure it was Seattle and San Francisco. But, as you can see, kickers are a premium in Madden simulations. Remember that when you're filling out your 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. lineups. But yeah, I'll if I'm not hopping on my own stream, I'll run that 8 p.m. DraftKings game, and then I'll tell you guys what the what's what on that. But yeah, if you are finding yourselves Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. to roughly 1 or 2 p.m. Eastern Time, bored out of your mind with nothing to do, and you want to tune in to my streams where I stream myself destroying people in Madden, or oh, you idiot. Come on. Should have held on to that. I stream Call of Duty Warzone or Madden. I bounce back and forth day to day. And, yep, just go to Facebook and search Gamer Trevis, or go to gamertrevis.live in your web browser. Hit the follow button, and then, I mean, you know when I'm live. It's Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Oh, did you catch that? He did catch it. All right. You need to hurry up here. You are letting the time tick. It's only a second catch for Kelsey. It's crazy. Oh, Kelsey needs 2 more catches for his receptions prop to go over, which is possible with these 45 seconds left. It's possible. Oh, Hill. All right. Well, Hill doesn't need any more. He's over on both. No, actually, nope. That put him over on receptions because he only had 3. So that just put Hill over with 4. Yep. So Hill's receptions is over now, with 24 seconds left. All right. What does that put Mahomes at, though? Is the question. You better hurry up, guys. You got 35 seconds. You got 35 yards in 15 seconds. You gotta spike this. Oh, that's a game. Unless I can get up and spike it. Look at the lack of urgency. And nope, that's game. 19-10 final. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run the. First off, let's look at the stats here real quick, and then we'll go ahead and run the DraftKings one. Okay, so Mahomes in that Mahomes on that Tyreek Hill pass went over. So Mahomes went over. He had 205. Jimmy went under, 191. Coleman had 76, so he went over. Williams, 39. He almost went over. With all of those horribly executed runs, only getting 39, though, made him go under. He went over on receptions, though, which we'll get to here now. All right, so D-Will had 5 catches over. Coleman had 3 over. Hill had 4. That's over. 139 yards. Over. Bourne, nada. I don't think Bourne had even a target in this game. What a dummy. Yeah, 0, under, 0, under. Watkins had 1 catch. Under, 4 yards. Under. Kittle, where's Kittle at? 5 catches, barely went over. 56 yards, went over by 0.5. And Kelsey, what did Kelsey get again? 2 for 18. So Kelsey was under on both. 2, under, 18, under. And then Debo also didn't get any looks at all either. The field goal went over. It's 42-yarder they had. Passing touchdowns, there were 3 in this game. So that went over. All right, so in a full recap, we have Mahomes over, Jimmy G under. Williams over rushing yards, over receptions. Coleman over rushing yards. No, sorry. Williams under rushing yards, over receptions. Coleman over rushing yards, over receptions. Kelsey under receiving yards, under receptions. Kittle barely over receiving yards, over receptions. Watkins under receiving yards, under receptions. Bourne under receiving yards, under receptions. Hill over receiving yards, over receptions. Debo under receiving yards, under receptions. Field goal over under 40.5 total or yards to the longest one, over because there's a 42-yarder, and passing touchdowns was over under 2.5. Just hit that over there in the fourth quarter to go 3 total. So that is your over under here. So if you won that, we're gonna run the Excel sheet magic to see who exactly hit that accurate with the total points. Total points in this game was 29. So we want to keep track of that as well. So now we're going to go ahead. I mean, we don't really have to turn off the stream. You guys can stay here and just watch if you want to see the 8 p.m. I got to pull it up real quick to make sure I have the right team here. It was... I want to make sure it's like as accurate to what they have here as possible. All right, so it's Seattle, San Francisco, Seahawks. I'm going definitely the wrong direction. 49ers. And they said game style is all pro. I mean, you can't really change the game style. Oh, the game style is simulation. It doesn't matter if the difficulty is all pro. Nobody's playing it, so I don't know why they included that. Event type exhibition. Even teams off. Quarter length 6 minutes. Accelerated clock on with 20 seconds. Stadium. I'm not sure if it doesn't say stadium, so I'm assuming I'll just keep it for that for now. And then clear weather here. Yep, so then I'm going to go ahead and run this one so you guys can get a better idea of the 8 p.m. DraftKings $250 to first place contest. It's 8 p.m., yeah? No, 7 p.m., sorry. 7 p.m. Eastern time, and then it is at San Francisco. So, yeah, it is San Francisco is the home team. So, we'll go and keep this running here. I'm going to... You definitely want to know why you lost? Yeah, so right now, what we're seeing right now is me running the 7 p.m. DraftKings contest. So I'm going to turn off the mic, turn off the cam, let you guys watch this, and then take note of exposures and things like that. But yeah, I'm going to turn this stuff off here, and we're going to go ahead and calculate who won the previous round. If you have questions, I'll still have the chat open, but I am currently running the 7 p.m. contest that DraftKings is doing to give us a little leg up, if you will, on the competition for the 7 p.m. contest, the 3K free roll.
it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got the guy who has some precision because of the timing of the route.
First down there, but it's incomplete. He was going for the tight end, Nick Vanette. And now it's second down. And a look now at the defensive starters for San Francisco.
Vaughn Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
He's not quibbling about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Throwing again here, Wilson. And a quick fire receiver, he's brought down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield. certainly did, because if Hollister scores and Seattle wins, they end up getting the open week and getting that little extra rest in the playoffs, and San Francisco goes to Philadelphia to play. And in my mind, San Francisco beats Philadelphia but doesn't advance to the Super Bowl. They needed the break as well as Seattle. Seattle went to Philadelphia, had a tough one there, and they get beat at Green Bay in the very next round. So you're exactly right. To me, in my mind, that little bit of space changed everything for them. And by the way, Jacob Hollister did everything correct on that play. The ball was in the correct arm. Because everybody said, well, he would have scored. But that's not how you hold it in that situation. It was just a terrific tackle by Drew Greenlaw that changed the fortunes for both of those teams.
They're trying to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Throwing is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll try and run it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. There's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And the running lanes non-existent in this first half as they'll stop it behind the line.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports halftime report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead. We resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That's right. Right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Carson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the game there. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
380. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Don't let him breathe. 380.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. Oh, he took that one-handed on the ground. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair it goes through my receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Right, 3 for team. 6, right there, 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Right.
On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Wilson. He's got the hook up to Moore. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, Wilson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That would be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play happen, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Wilson. Open man, it's the man. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Here we go.
Wilson will throw again. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down just outside the 6-yard line.
Sack, baby. Sack.
They tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go. The ball ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. one taken from the 7. What a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Second down, McKinnon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, and not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He hits his target. It's the tight end, Torlolo. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And not what he was hoping for. That is, this will get in the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They run again with Carson. A beautiful throw. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That was a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
Habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on the point for the first here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs.
Here we go.
And make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Hey, watch the leg.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
Here we go.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where that extra ball handling.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
280. Like my boy. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
On first down, Carson. And the reinforcements are going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State will shot winning. And the Tampa make it the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
You better be afraid.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now Wilson steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. Let's go, boys. Bring it. 25-yard line. Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. Otherwise, get the 3, put that on the board, and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love to score to win it. Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. Second and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Throw now is Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. At the nice pace, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up the first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Some signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here we go.
49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up the 3rd down.
Just too many short underneath throws. They've got to get the ball downfield.
And in a hurry. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Back to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not
Here we
nearly
go, here
enough
we go.
time on the
Wait,
clock.
Edie!
You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against
Check
you.
one.
On third down, here's Coleman. And this is going to result in losing yardage.
They don't
They're
want
driven
fun.
back to the
They
8-yard
don't
line.
want
And a
Keep
loss of
playing
3 to bring up
fellas.
4.
All day. Woo! Let's get it.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I are going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
Just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes.
All right, so what I'm going to do here, since this is the end of the game, more likely than not, these two teams are not going to be going to overtime when DraftKings do it, so I don't want any of these stats to be beyond normal, if you will. So we're going to go ahead and pull up the box scores here and then end it now that the fourth quarter has came about. So just give me a second here to get past all this crazy nonsense. Yeah, I don't know if you saw in the chat, but that third quarter, the third down call they had, where here we go, where San Francisco had the ball like on third and goal from the 5-yard line or something like that, and they ran the ball just to take up more time. It was dumb. All right, so let's go ahead and take note of some of these stats here. 163 and 2, 118 and 1. Carson only with 35. Coleman with 30 and a TD. So Wilson had 56 yards and a TD. Nobody else really much of anything on the rushing side. Receiving, Kittle at 59. 4 for 59. DK, 4 for 45. 3 for 31. Coleman, 3 for 21. Pettis, 2 for 18 and a TD. TT 219. There's pretty much nobody else here you really want. Yeah, you really don't want to expose anybody else here. Let's look at kicking. I mean, the kicker's only like 4,000 in the showdown mode, so it's not really too important, but looks like they both got at least so they both got opportunities for like 5, so they average about 5 points roughly on opportunities anyway. 5 to 6 points. All right. Let me go back to Tyler Lockett. Did he not get any receiving yards? Only 1 catch for 12 yards? What the heck? All right. So that wraps up this here. You use all that information here from this box score. Use all this information to plug in your 7 p.m. free roll on DraftKings. It's $3,000. So use this information here to more or less orchestrate what you're going to be doing. So yeah, it looks like it was so weird. The same thing with the game we did beforehand where you've seen the huddles pre-game. Kendrick Bourne is there, 84. You see him, but then when they actually run the play, there's no Kendrick Bourne. Like, there is 0 Kendrick Bourne playing. Like, 0. It's nuts. So take that as you will. As I mentioned before, you see in the bottom of the screen, Monday through Friday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Go to facebook.com/GamerTrevis. I'll be streaming me actually playing Madden, not just simming it. Head-to-head mode, and I mean, if you want to play me on stream, you can do that as well. And if I'm not doing Madden a particular day, I'll be doing the new Call of Duty Warzone game mode. So hope you guys tune in, and hope you guys, if you do take down the $250 to first place DraftKings free roll, that's at 7 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, make sure that you let us know if you use any of this content to build your lineup. So I'll see you guys the next time we do one of these. Just check dfskarma.com/Madden, and you'll see what the next date is when we update it. So see you guys next time.